The widely anticipated debate on Operation Sindoor finally took place in Parliament towards the end of July in both houses. It was widely anticipated because much of what the opposition as well as the government had been saying outside Parliament now came to be debated inside. There were plenty of facts put on the table, but also a huge amount of rhetoric. For a short while it appeared as though the scheduled debate would be derailed due to the opposition's protests on the Bihar SIR issue. But there was consensus eventually that the debate should go ahead. It was Rajnath Singh, the Union Defence Minister, who opened the debate in the Lok Sabha.
अध्यक्ष महोदय, 6 और 7 मई 2025 को भारतीय सेनाओं ने ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के नाम से एक ऐतिहासिक सैन्य कार्रवाई को अंजाम दिया। यह केवल एक सैन्य कार्रवाई नहीं थी, बल्कि यह भारत की संप्रभुता, उसकी अस्मिता, देश के नागरिकों के प्रति हमारी जिम्मेदारी और आतंकवाद के खिलाफ हमारी नीति का एक इफेक्टिव और डिसाइसिव डिमॉन्स्ट्रेशन था। अध्यक्ष महोदय, हमारे सैन्य नेतृत्व ने न केवल अपनी मैच्योरिटी दिखाई, बल्कि उस स्ट्रेटेजिक विजडम का भी परिचय दिया जिसकी उम्मीद भारत जैसी एक रिस्पांसिबल पावर से की जाती है। अध्यक्ष महोदय, ऑपरेशन सिंदूर को अंजाम देने से पहले हमारी सेनाओं ने हर पहलू का बहुत ही गहराई के साथ अध्ययन किया। हमारे पास कई विकल्प थे, लेकिन हमने उस विकल्प को चुना जिसमें आतंकवादियों और उनके ठिकानों को अधिकतम नुकसान पहुंचे और जिसमें पाकिस्तान के आम नागरिक को कोई क्षति न होने पाए, इस बात की भी हम लोगों ने चिंता की।
As expected, Mr. Singh's statement recounted India's retaliation after Pahalgam. He spoke of the airstrikes on 9 terror establishments in different parts of Pakistan, India's attacks on multiple air defense systems in Pakistan, as well as their air bases. The opposition kept demanding a count of India's losses as far as the aircraft are concerned, but Mr. Singh said that what ultimately counts is the achievement of victory and gave this analogy of a child writing an exam.
अध्यक्ष महोदय, यदि मैं इसे और भी प्रैक्टिकल तरीके से समझाऊं तो किसी भी परीक्षा के परिणाम में रिजल्ट मैटर करता है। यदि किसी परीक्षा में कोई बच्चा अच्छे मार्क्स लेकर आ रहा है तो हमारे लिए उसके मार्क्स मैटर करने चाहिए। हमें इस बात का ध्यान नहीं रखना चाहिए कि एग्जाम के दौरान उसकी पेंसिल टूट गई थी या उसकी पेन खो गई।
One got the impression that this was a debate where the government had an upper hand even before it began. There are multiple reasons for this. Firstly, Operation Sindoor was certainly a success. The evidence was irrefutable in terms of the damage inflicted on both terror and military infrastructure in Pakistan. Secondly, the UPA would always remain on the back foot when it comes to a debate on counter-terror military retaliation because the aftermath of 26/11 would continue to haunt it. Not that there was no discussion then about whether India should retaliate militarily, but that option was eventually abandoned. The NDA under Prime Minister Modi has hit back after Uri in 2016, after Pulwama in 2019, and now again after Pahalgam. The Congress line of attack against the government revolved around 4 questions. How many jets did India lose in Operation Sindoor? Did US President Donald Trump mediate the conflict and force India into a ceasefire? Why did India agree to a ceasefire in the first place? And will the government acknowledge that Pahalgam was an intelligence failure, and who will take responsibility or accountability for what happened there?
आज राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप खुद कहते हैं कि 5-6 जेट गिरे हैं। एक जेट करोड़ अरब रुपयों का है। आज आप बताएं कितने लड़ाकू जहाज गिरे। तो मैं जाके जिम्मेवारी कौन लेता है? जम्मू कश्मीर के लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर नहीं। अगर जिम्मेवारी किसको लेनी पड़ेगी तो आदरणीय गृह मंत्री आपको लेनी पड़ेगी। नैतिक जिम्मेवारी आपको लेनी पड़ेगी। आप लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर के पीछे नहीं छुप सकते। आप लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर के पीछे ये केंद्र सरकार नहीं छुप सकती।
Congress's Gaurav Gogoi had a direct question to Amit Shah, the Union Home Minister, saying that it wasn't enough that the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir took responsibility for the lapses in Pahalgam, that this had to come from the Home Minister himself. Priyanka Gandhi pretty much reiterated this when she recounted the statement of the wives of one of the victims of the Pahalgam attack, who said that for long distances there were no security personnel present.
ऑपरेशन सिंदूर की बात कर ली, आतंकवाद की बात कर ली, देश की रक्षा की बात कर ली, इतिहास का पाठ भी पढ़ा दिया, लेकिन एक बात छूट गई। उस दिन 22 अप्रैल 2025 को जब 26 देशवासियों को अपने परिवार के सदस्यों के सामने खुलेआम मारा गया, तो ये हमला कैसे हुआ, क्यों हुआ, सिक्योरिटी क्यों नहीं थी वहां पे एक सैनिक क्यों नहीं दिखा? क्या सरकार को मालूम नहीं था कि यहां रोज 1000 से 1500 पर्यटक जाते हैं?
When the Union Home Minister Amit Shah spoke in the Lok Sabha, apart from outlining the achievements during Operation Sindoor, he agreed that law and order remained the government's responsibility. However, he also asked the UPA if they would take responsibility for all the terror attacks that took place under their watch. The important distinction he made was that while terror attacks were frequent and widespread across the country during the UPA tenure, whether it was in Mumbai, Delhi, Jaipur, Ahmedabad or elsewhere, between 2014 and 2025, however, terror attacks had largely been confined to Jammu and Kashmir and not beyond.
इन्होंने 5 से 11 के बीच में 27 जघन्य हमले किए, 1000 के करीब करीब लोग मारे गए। आपने क्या किया? मान्यवर ये कहते हैं कि आपके समय में भी हमले हुए। मैं उनको अंतर समझाना चाहता हूं, वो देख नहीं पा रहे। मान्यवर, हमारे समय में जो भी आतंकवादी घटना हुई पाक प्रेरित और कश्मीर सेंट्रिक हुई। देश के हिस्से में 2004 से 2014 से 2025 तक एक भी घटना नहीं हुई है मान्यवर।
And here's where the government was able to neutralize one very critical opposition question. In the build-up to the parliament session, one prominent question that was foremost in the minds of many was where were the terrorists who were responsible for the Pahalgam massacre? Had they fled the country? If they did, why couldn't the government prevent them from leaving? And why were they not apprehended?
14 जुलाई 2025 को जम्मू कश्मीर के एलजी मनोज सिन्हा ने खुद माना कि पहलगाम टेरर अटैक was undoubtedly security failure.
पहलगांव में हुए आतंकवादी हमले के जवाब में एलजी साहब ने कहा कि वो इंटेलिजेंस फेलियर है, लेकिन यह नहीं बताया कि फेलियर क्यों हुआ है। अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि सरकार का ये जवाब जरूर आए कि फेलियर क्यों हुआ है।
Who takes responsibility for what happened to the people in Pahalgam? They were innocent tourists. They believed you, trusted you, and came there.
Not many knew that between the 22nd of May this year to now, an operation to capture them had already commenced. Operation Mahadev. It concluded on the 28th of July, the first day of the debate on Operation Sindoor. And the Union Home Minister Amit Shah explained to Parliament how Operation Mahadev was carried out in the forests of Gachigam, and the names and identities of the 3 terrorists who were killed in the encounter were revealed, each of whom was responsible for Pahalgam.
आईबी और सेना द्वारा दाचिकाम क्षेत्र में अल्ट्रा सिग्नल कैप्चर करने के लिए जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट हमारी एजेंसियों ने बनाए हैं, इसके द्वारा इस सूचना को पुख्ता करने के लिए मई से 22 जुलाई तक लगातार प्रयास किए गए और मान्यवर 22 जुलाई को हमें सफलता मिली। सेंसर्स के माध्यम से आतंकवादी होने की पुष्टि मिल गई। कुल मिलाकर कल जो ऑपरेशन हुआ, इसमें हमारे निर्दोष नागरिकों को मारने वाले तीनों आतंकी मौत के घाट उतार दिए। तो जब आतंकवादियों के शव श्रीनगर आए, इनसे पहचान कराई गई, 4 लोगों ने पहचान लिया, यही 3 लोग थे जिन्होंने पहलगांव में आतंकी घटना को।
The Pahalgam attack was avenged not only in Pakistan but also there was another important dimension to the debate in Operation Sindoor in Parliament. Interestingly, none of the 4 members of Parliament belonging to the Congress Party who were part of the all-party delegation sent by the government all over the world to present India's case for Operation Sindoor were listed as speakers by their party to debate this issue. This included Shashi Tharoor as well as Manish Tiwari. Was it because the Congress felt they would not stick to the party line? Nevertheless, this itself was a sign of the divided house that the Congress party was. But that's not all. There were members of other parties who were part of the delegations and they did speak in Parliament. Supriya Sule of the NCP Sharad Pawar faction lashed out at the BJP Member of Parliament Tejasvi Surya, a member of the delegation himself, for his repeated attacks on Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and his claims that Nehru was against the modernization of the Indian Armed Forces.
जब देश का सवाल आता है तो देश पहला, उसके बाद राज्य, उसके बाद पार्टी, उसके बाद फैमिली, पहले देश आता है। और जब कनिमोई जी यहाँ है, मैं यहाँ हूँ, जब हमें किरण रिजिजू का फोन आया था, किरण जी ने मुझे सिर्फ फोन पे कहा, सुप्रिया तुमको देश के लिए 10 दिन देने पड़ेंगे। देश के लिए मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ? देश के लिए 10 दिन क्या बोल रहे हो किरण जी आप? ये माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का बड़ापन था कि हम सारे ऑपोजिशंस को उन्होंने लीड करने के जो विश्वास दिखाया है, यही एक सशक्त लोकतंत्र है। ये जो तेजस्वी सूर्या की छोटी सोच है ना, वो छोटी सोच हम नहीं रखते। जो अच्छा है वो अच्छा ही है।
Asaduddin Owaisi of the AIMIM also spoke. He had backed Operation Sindoor but chose to focus in his speech on why the government had not cancelled India's upcoming engagements in the Asia Cup and elsewhere on the sporting field with Pakistan. He also asked questions on the Pahalgam attack and how it happened.
7.5 लाख हमारी फौज और सेंट्रल पैरामिलिट्री फोर्स है, ये कहां से 4 चूहे घुसकर हमारे भारत के नागरिक को मारे? अकाउंटेबिलिटी किस पर फिक्स होगी? एलजी पर फिक्स होगी तो एलजी को बरतरफ करिए, आईबी पर आती है तो एक्शन लीजिए, मगर आप ये समझ रहे हैं कि ऑपरेशन कर दिया और हम खामोश लोग भूल जाएंगे, अकाउंटेबिलिटी फिक्स करना पड़ेगा।
When Dr. S. Jaishankar, India's External Affairs Minister, spoke in the Lok Sabha, he narrated the sequence of events leading up to the ceasefire. He also said that it was the US Vice President J.D. Vance who called Prime Minister Modi and warned him of Pakistan's threat of a major escalation. He had also mentioned how Donald Trump and the Prime Minister Mr. Modi had spoken immediately after the Pahalgam attack and there was no direct conversation between them until 17 June. Dr. Jaishankar denied that there was any US involvement in brokering a ceasefire and said that it was India's stand all too that only a request coming from the Pakistan DGMO would be considered.
On the 10th of May, we received phone calls sharing the impression of other countries that Pakistan was ready to cease the fighting. Our position was, if Pakistan was ready, we needed to get this as a request from the Pakistani side through the DGMO channel. That is exactly how that request came. Now, I want to make 2 things very clear, sir. One, at no stage in any conversation with the United States was there any linkage with trade and what was going on. Secondly, there was, please listen. Secondly, there was no call between the Prime Minister and President Trump from the 22nd of April when President Trump called up to convey his sympathy and the 17th of June when he called up Prime Minister in Canada to explain why he could not meet.
Rahul Gandhi spoke of a China-Pakistan nexus that's been growing and how the NDA government did not see this coming. He He also asked Prime Minister Modi to pronounce Donald Trump a liar for a claim that he has repeated on 30 occasions now that he brokered peace between India and Pakistan.
Donald Trump has said 29 times. 29 times he said, 29 बार उन्होंने बोला कि भैया मैंने सीज फायर करवाया है। अच्छा, अगर वो झूठ बोल रहे हैं तो अपने भाषण में यहां प्रधानमंत्री कह दें कि वो झूठ बोल रहे हैं। यहां पे अगर दम है तो यहां पे प्रधानमंत्री बोल दे कि ट्रंप झूठ बोल रहे हैं। If he has the courage of Indira Gandhi, let him say here that Donald Trump, you're a liar.
On the issue of a growing China-Pakistan nexus, it was Dr. Jaishankar who spoke at length in both houses on the matter. In the Rajya Sabha the next day, Dr. Jaishankar talked about how both China and Pakistan, right through the 1960s and thereafter, had become close strategic partners on multiple fronts, right under the noses of several Congress governments.
There is a China-Pakistan nexus. And today, sir, people are offering great wisdom on China. In fact, some people have even said that I am not that well versed on China. Sir, I've only spent 41 years in foreign service, only been the longest serving ambassador. But sir, there are China gurus now. One, sir, is honorable member sitting across me. Sir, whose affection for China is so great, sir, उन्होंने एक संधि बना ली थी चाइना और इंडिया की, चिंडिया। तो इतनी मोहब्बत थी सर कि उसको संधि बना ली।
When the Prime Minister spoke in Parliament, he repeatedly slammed the Congress for following a narrative set by Pakistan. He reiterated that no world leader had asked the Indian government to stop Operation Sindoor.
आज के वॉरफेयर में इंफॉर्मेशन और नैरेटिव्स की बहुत बड़ी भूमिका है। नैरेटिव घर करके एआई का भी भरपूर उपयोग करके सेनाओं के मनोबल को कमजोर करने के खेल भी खेले जाते हैं। दुर्भाग्य से कांग्रेस और उसके सहयोगी पाकिस्तान के ऐसे ही प्रपंच के प्रवक्ता बन चुके हैं। पहले दिन प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कहा है कि हमारा एक्शन नॉन एक्सीलेटरी है। ये हमने कह करके किया है और इसके लिए साथियों हमने हमला रोका। दुनिया के किसी भी नेता ने भारत के ऑपरेशन रोकने के लिए नहीं कहा।
This was a debate, like we said earlier, where the government held an upper hand for its actions both during as well as after Operation Sindoor. Importantly, the success of Operation Mahadev helped the government counter a critical question that the opposition had been asking about the fate of the terrorists who executed the Pahalgam massacre. It did not help the opposition that an all-party delegation had spelled out India's stance in multiple countries and that the Indian government never budged on the question of how the ceasefire came about.
अमेरिका के उपराष्ट्रपति जी ने मुझसे बात करने का प्रयास किया। वो घंटे भर कोशिश कर रहे थे, लेकिन मेरी सेना के साथ मीटिंग चल रही थी, तो मैंने उनका फोन उठा नहीं पाया। बाद में मैंने उनको कॉल बैक किया। मैंने कहा कि आपका फोन था, 3-4 बार आपका फोन आ गया, क्या है? तो अमेरिका के उपराष्ट्रपति जी ने मुझे फोन पे बताया कि पाकिस्तान बहुत बड़ा हमला करने वाला है। मेरा जवाब था, अगर पाकिस्तान का ये इरादा है तो उसे बहुत महंगा पड़ेगा। और आगे मेरा एक वाक्य था, मैंने कहा था हम गोली का जवाब गोले से देंगे। ये 9 तारीख रात की बात है और 9 रात में और 10 सुबह हमने पाकिस्तान को सैन्य शक्ति को तहस नहस कर दिया था।
The session will go on for 10 days more, but it remains to be seen if the opposition remains persistent about the questions it posed to the government during the debate on Operation Sindoor.